Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? Y'all like, where you been? You ain't this weekend update. Yeah, y'all gonna get a little extra this weekend. Thursday is October 1st. Yes, sir. We have whizzed through a whole nother month. So this is gonna be Taurus Love Monthly. I'm breaking love and money down. So they're going to be two separate videos this month for your monthly reading. I'm doing it like that because the energy is thick in both places. I don't want to get anything twisted. Sometimes you get a lot of messages, you just fall out because it's too much. But at any rate, I have shuffled and cut the cards. We're going to do two for overall energy. I'm going to pull a third from the bottom for your challenge. This is the love portion of Taurus Monthly. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. Challenge this month is what you know about love and the people that you love. That's your challenge for the month. Crown chakra. Thank you to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. I love you so much. Thank you so much. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Do things here a little different. I'm not quite so nice. I read the energy the way that energy is coming to me. So I'm not trying to be rude and crude, but I want to get the message across. I know my style of reading is not for everyone, but I appreciate those of you that have hung in with me. At Terry Garcia, at Carolyn, all my little buddies, Amanda. Yeah, there's that world card talking about that knowledge. So this is love. This is the first 2 weeks of the love reading. And actually, I'm dragging energy from the end of the month, into September, into this as well, because it's here. So looking at your challenge, the crown chakra, this is definitely talking about what you know about love. And you see how red and lovely and just hot, passionate it is. Talking about what you know about your lovers, what you don't know, what you think you know, what you thought you knew, that part. But that's what we're rolling into with the month of October. We're in Libra season, so I'm not surprised that we got a little bit of intellectual energy playing around with us as far as our love life is concerned. Overall energy, accelerated motion with the Magician. Y'all are trying to make some shit happen with love, and even in so much as if you are intentionally not pursuing something or someone, that's where we are right now. And that's major energy, because that's showing, whether you want to talk about it or not, see a little flower over there, it's showing some kind of growth in terms of self-discipline. And self-discipline showed up when I was shuffling these 3 or 4 times. So there's growth here. The accelerated motion being a number 8, double 4s, you are not going outside of your comfort zone in terms of stability. So for a lot of you, you are looking at where you are financially. I know this is a love reading, but I mean, let's just kick it for real. Where you are financially plays a lot into who and how you love. Well, I said it. Ooh. And that's in your overall energy. It's not a bad thing, but things are moving. So unless you have some part of your chart that's afflicted by Mars or Jupiter or something, most of you should be seeing some kind of forward motion more so than what you saw a month ago. So you may have had a chance encounter with somebody. You may have run into somebody from your past. All kind of little things going on here, but everything is going. Now, it might not be going 65 miles an hour. You might be doing 6 miles an hour, but considering the 0 miles you were doing last month, ain't a bad thing. So with the Magician card sitting there, just major energy, you got major stuff going on. You're trying to make major moves. And again, even for those of you that aren't actively participating and intentionally holding back to see what comes out of that, same thing. And it's all about growth. Doing things different, taking knowledge from the past. There's that world card, things that you've learned from past relationships, past heartache, and putting it all in a big bowl and stirring it up. There you go. On the back end of your overall energy, That third eye chakra with the Seven of Cups, using your intuition when you are choosing. And again, we're talking about the same thing. Roll right into the first week. The knowledge that you bring it with you from your old relationships. And sometimes that can cause some mental conflict, because for most people, regardless if you're a Taurus or Aries or Gemini or whatever, when you've been hurt before, I don't care how long ago it's been, when you've been abused, when you've been in toxic relationships, your instinct is to shut down. I am not ever going to love again. Fuck that. But, and that's where the mental conflict is coming from, because some of you learn the lesson. Y'all like, shit, you know what? I got this. Deuces, I'm out. I don't need no help. But that's not really how we're made. We are made to seek companionship. That's what part of living is about. So you're in some kind of mental conflict right now, because you know what you want. You know what you need in your life. But that those things that you're looking for to put in that bowl and mix it all up might not be presenting itself right at this moment. And so it's requiring that you got that third eye chakra up there on the back end of the overall energy. It's requiring you to use your intuition, and your intuition may be saying, yeah, we know that looks like something that happened before, but it is so not. And so using your intuition is the guidance that tells you it's okay, get out of your head. Again, we're in Libra season, so I'm not surprised. Everything is going to be a balancing act, if you will, this month. But rolling into the first week, and this is more major energy, it's about uncovering the wisdom out of that knowledge that you've gained and helping you make good decisions about your relationship. That's where you kick the month off at. Next to that, the Knight of Wands sitting on top of the spiritual union, the universe is asking you to get a little spontaneous. Spirituality, and especially as it relates to relationships, is not necessarily you all the time trying to meditate. No. And spiritual union is not always when you're dealing with the other person about, who can spout off the best platitudes about love. No, spiritual union is that connection that you have. And sometimes to find that connection, you need to get a little spontaneous. And I know as a Taurus, sometimes we can get a little bit too OCD because we like routine. Oh, fuck that. I have my coffee first. Then I take my shower. Then I shine my shoes. That shit. We need to get out of that a little bit and be a little more spontaneous. I know, like I said, for some of you it's difficult, especially when it comes to our comfort zone. We at the house. Shit. We good. Got some music and some food and some good on TV. I'll get with you later. But some of you need to get out of that box and get a little spontaneous, despite the fact that we're in the middle of a damn pandemic. Think about your love life as a bonus gift that you get. It's just, wow, what is this? I wasn't expecting this. And when you get into that kind of puts you in the moment of out of your routine and getting a little spontaneous, excuse me. Now, be mindful, taking the risk to come out of your little comfort zone, they're traps. Let's not get that part twisted. So again, about using your intuition, about using the knowledge that you have, this does not mean, go get butt naked and stand on the middle of Main Street and start talking about, hey, how y'all know? No, we're not there with that. But getting spontaneous in terms of doing things that are not planned, doing something that surprise gift that's unexpected. At the end of the first week, basically, with the Four of Wands and harmony, some of you, it ain't resonate with everybody, eat the fish, leave the bones. Some of you are in relationships, and the first and second week, you may see an upgrade of sorts. And it's all good. It's all good. from wherever you are, like I said, it's not going to resonate with everybody. This is going to be relationships that have been around for a little bit. It might be moving from a friendship / friend with benefits to an actual situationship. It may be moving a situationship to a relationship. It may be taking a relationship to the next level. Some of you might get proposed to. Others of you might start talking about marriage amongst yourselves because you know that's the next logical step. And that's what you would like to do in this situation. So as we get to the end of the first week in October, those things will be on your mind if you are in that kind of situation. Others of you that are single and trying to be single and ain't trying to hear nothing about nothing else, this may be an upgrade, the Four of Wands, to your home. You may add a room, you may fix up a room, renovate a room, but something that kind of, I don't want to say sparks romance, but that makes you feel like you're loving yourself. You're doing something extra for you. We get to the second week, the heart chakra with the Six of Wands. You'll be thinking about those of you that this applies to. And this is really for those of you that are kind of in the midst. You don't, not really doing too much of anything. You're trying to, but you know, one thing don't look right, the other thing ain't right. That kind of thing. You're thinking about the higher goals. What is your highest goal for your love life? You want to be married. You want to have a steady companion. You want to have a live-in relationship. What is your highest goal? And so as you get into the fourth week, you're talking about what you love, your heart chakra, and what's going to get you to your higher goals. Just be mindful. Once again, we done broke that 8 down to a 4, that accelerated motion. This is your heart chakra. And you see it's green. It's not red. How about that? The crown chakra with the I know, red, hot, spicy, purpley, all in the heart type of thing. It's not the same. This, the heart chakra, is talking about growing and growth. We get into relationships, a lot of times we think, oh, we just were, I have a husband and he mows the lawn, and yeah. Relationships, once again, come back up here to the spiritual union. They're not just about what the other person does in the relationship. It's also about what the other person does for the relationship and how that other person can help you grow, support you, help you, cooperate for what you're trying to do. And you can shift that out a little further and say, okay, I know what my highest goal for a relationship is, but I have my own personal higher goals. How is my sweetie keeping the ground fertile, come on, for me, so I can grow? And am I doing the same thing for this person? Going to the second week thinking. Again, we're in Libra season, so I'm not surprised. But you're trying to get up on that horse and have that celebration, however that's resonating with you. Which then brings us to the sacral chakra. Let me stop right here and say, with all this chakra shit on the board, it might be time to get your chakras lined up if you haven't done that in a while. Lots of stuff on YouTube and lots of stuff on Google will tell you how to get your chakras lined up, deal with whatever resonates with you. The sacral chakra talks about what you want. So we done gone from your challenge being what you know, following the intuition, your heart chakra, what I love, and now we're talking about what I want. What do you want? And for some of you, the what I want is going to swing you right back into another old relationship. I want this, I want that. And he was the only person that could, and next thing you know, the only person is on your phone, sending you a text message, hey boo-boo, how you doing? So some of you will have some past exes coming back, and really for your review. All this retro, Mercury's getting ready to turn retrograde, and I'm sorry I didn't look for the date, but Mercury's getting ready to go retro. Mars is already retro. That's the shit that's why you keep walking out your front door and stepping in dog doo-doo. That's Mars retrograde for you. What you want? X is coming back. And it may seem like it's just stupid synchronicity. You thinking about something John Doe did 15 years ago, and it was just such a wonderful relationship, and I don't know what happened. And within hours, that person's on your phone, or you see something on Facebook, however that's resonating. There's divine intervention here. You see that big cup with that heart on it? Take your time moving through this energy, Taurus, because you're dealing with cups energy, and that's emotional. And unless you like me with an afflicted moon sign that makes you process your shit through emotions, it might be good for you, if you are not regularly an emotional being, to open up a little bit and let some of that emotion out. But the universe has got a big hand to play in this. Take your time. Take a look. There may be something you're missing. Now, I'm a firm believer. If you left the relationship the first time, why the hell are you going back the second time? However, we are not currently in that kind of energy. And a lot of this retro energy that's been going on all year, we just want to do a countdown of all the planets that's been retrograde. It's been really about reviewing every area of your life. Because when 2021 gets here, it is full speed ahead. Just saying. So if there's an X that's popping back up in that kind of synchronicity, just, I was just thinking about you. If you find yourself saying that, take a minute and look at all the details of that relationship. And this person is definitely coming with an offer. Now, for some of you, this person might not be an old flame. It might be a friend, a co-worker, somebody you met online. Ooh, run down the whole list. Somebody you met at Starbucks, however it's resonating. Somebody you bumped into at a high school reunion. Somebody you met at a PTA meeting for your kids. It all kind of shit popping out of these cups. I'm just telling you. Take a look. Take a look and see. Look at what the universe is asking you to look at that might fit into that list on your higher goals. At the end of the second week, Princess of Coins sitting on top of the pride. Don't let your pride, it's the only way I know how to say this, don't let your pride fuck you up. That's what we're going to say. Let's walk right back to this, especially if you're dealing with an ex. And again, I'm saying what I just said. If you follow my thought on relationships, when you leave a relationship, you don't go back. Don't let your pride fuck you up. It's just that simple. It may just be a thing of, I broke up with you because I had the right to and I could. And you're not giving an inch. And a lot of times when people come back into our experience, that's exactly where we get to. We shut it down. We ain't no giving away too much. We ain't giving away nothing. Our pride won't let us. Once again, I come back to the little happy person here. Get kind of spontaneous. Is it a risk? Yeah, there's risk there. But again, what are you looking for? And what do you know? That part. Let's look at the third and the fourth week for Taurus. Leave my overall up and clear. Third week catches us trapped in fear for some reason. Leadership and the truth. Fourth week, love, partnership. There it is. Happy ending. Triumph. And again, I'm with the pride thing. That's this was bouncing around down here. So the trapped in fear pulls the Sun card. Leadership pulls the King of Cups. Some of you may be dealing with a cuppy person. Truth pulls the King of Swords. Love, partnership pulls the Two of Swords. Happy ending pulls the Eight of Cups. Triumph pulls the Knight of the King of Coin. I'm sorry. Some of you may be dealing with a cuppy person. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. and that the cups are just kind of all over the place, you may be considering they may not actually be a water sign. They may also have water sign heavy in their natal chart. But whomever this is, when you get to the third week, it's about you all the time, as far as I'm concerned, standing up in your damn truth. And that the truth is at the end of this. There's ain't no mistakes here. Standing up in your own truth. Yeah, here we come back to the eights, that accelerated motion. Yeah, this is scary, spooky. Ooh, ah. What's his name? Jason Myers? Michael Myers? Nightmare on Elm Street type shit. Yes, it's scary. For some of you, going back into an old relationship. Fuck yeah. Some bitch hurt me the first time. She thought. But universe is showing you something different. Don't be afraid of being afraid. Don't let your pride that is on the board tell you some dumb shit. It's okay. And it's okay to articulate this and say, I'm scared to do this. You don't know how the conversation gonna go after that. You really don't. And it probably is not gonna go down the tubes like you wanna think it is. That said, don't be afraid, major energy, to be who you are. Ain't no sense in trying to be all fake and phony and shit. Because at some point, if you're dealing with somebody and you bring them back home, all that fake and phony is getting ready to go anyway. Because doing it like that, you ain't doing it at home like that. Just saying. So don't be afraid to be who you are in your relationship. Don't be afraid to be you. Major energy. Get to what's next to that. The King of Cups on top of the leadership. You may have that water sign or somebody with the water in their chart somewhere taking the lead. They may take the reins from you and say, look, this is what we're doing. You're damn what you talking about. You know I love you. You love me. And depending on where you are on the spectrum, that might be a good thing. For others of you, you might balk at that. You're like, hell no, get your King of Cup butt away from me. I'm trying to hear all of that. But again, don't let it be a prideful thing. If you're not feeling this person taking the lead, you might be feeling them in a relationship, but you're not comfortable. Say that. But it's going to happen. And whoever this person is, they're faithful to you. Or they will be faithful to you. So don't be afraid, once again, to be who you are. At the end of that third week, once again, we come to you standing there looking out the window, trying to look at yourself and face the truth of the fact. And it could sound like this. Yeah, I do love this person. Yeah, they are good for me. You hear me? King of Swords on top. It's going to be all about the business. Don't get that part confused. And this is what, for some of you, I can't even say for some of you. You get in a relationship, you need to be either all in or all out. I know a lot of y'all, I hear you. You got options. All kind of options. And whatever's going on cosmically right now is making Taurus look very attractive to a lot of strange and unusual people. However, you need to face whatever truth you need to face about relationships. You need to deal with what you know, not what you think you know. I'm just saying. And get on with the business of being in love. Period. Either be it all in or be it all out. All that waffling and waiting around for the next best thing. You'll spend the rest of your life waiting on the next best thing because your list will keep changing. Oh, I don't want this, I do want that. So this is about getting on with the business, facing some truths about who you are on the inside. Again, that trapped in fear, dealing with your fears, and then getting on to the business of being in love. We get to the last week of the month with Two of Swords on top of the love partnership, kind of coming out of the King of Swords, but now you see the reality of what it is to be in this love partnership. And because I'm saying reality doesn't make it a bad thing, but you're going, if you decide to get into whatever relationship with whomever, now you begin to see. And 2 and 6 makes 8, don't it? Okay. That double 8, which you want me to tell you, the double 4s, to make the 8, you may begin to see the reality of what's really going on For a lot of you, it's going to be, damn, I didn't know I was missing all of this, that part. For some of you, it's going to be, well, damn, I didn't know I was going to have to deal with her too. And that's okay. It's give and take. It's give and take. Weighing options and looking at what you're getting versus what you're giving. And some of you may get into relationships where everything is just not all peaches and cream. There might be some area, baby mama, baby daddy drama, in-law drama. Yeah, my mama said, okay, here we go, you're including your mama in it. But again, when we talk about getting to the business of love, that's also talking about the boundaries, the foundation. That's the king, damn it. All that shit that goes into making a relationship, don't let that part pass you by. Because when I say get to the business of love, that's what I mean. What are your boundaries? What's acceptable? What's not acceptable? Your mama calling here every day, calling to see how you doing. And you almost 50. Okay, I'm just saying that part right there. So don't see the reality, but don't forget to set the boundaries for this. And just know there's your happy ending. Moving out of that emotional onto the more solid. Often rocky ass cups, all them extra relationships. We take that, turn all those cups over, go from the 7 to the 8. And now you're dealing, some of you may just be down to the last 2 choices or the choice, however that's resonating with you. There's your happy ending, and it ends with you, the King of Pentacles. Triumphant, solid, stable, complete, done deal. That's not to say there's not issues, nothing is perfect, but for the most part, looking forward to happy hearth and home. Let's see what the Oracle cards got to say today. Get these. Not a bad reading, Taurus. For love. Not a bad reading at all. Got going on here. Sit back and watch. They're waiting on you. Someone is watching you. So sit back and watch. Those of you that are at the beginning of all of this, and you know, oh, I got so many options. I don't know which one's the best. Okay, now this is, mind you, sitting on the third eye intuition. But if you want to give your intuition a kickstart, sit back and watch. You can't make up your mind. Sit back and watch what people are doing, what they're saying to you. They say they're going to call you at 8. Do they call you at 8? Or do they call you at 10 o'clock the next day? Just saying. Sit back and watch. Those of you that are in that, I don't know if I should go stay. I like him, but I don't. You know what? They're waiting on you. Hurry the hell up. Just saying. And please know, this window of abundant love and shit, it ain't going to be open forever. Last call is coming up. There'll be other opportunities, but this abundance, all just in one big chunk like it is right now, it ain't going to be here forever. We're going to get bits and pieces as we go forward. Not a bad thing, but if you're feeling that abundance, you know, you got your phones ringing off the hook all of a sudden, enjoy it, but do what you're going to do. Now, whoever this is applying to, they ain't going to wait on you forever. Know that part. As we say this, people know you got options. Someone is watching. So watch what you're doing. Watch what you're doing. Making an impression on someone that you may not even be aware of. So now we're talking about standing up and being who you are. Be who you are all the time. Somebody's watching. Somebody is definitely watching. So you want to make sure you're living your best life and putting your best foot forward. Just saying. See what the big fatties got to say. Big cards are hard to shuffle sometimes. Here's that part right there, getting the story. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Stay in your own skin. Yeah. That part. Make a note of it. Downtime. Ask your spirit helpers. Once again, sit back and watch. Make a note of what you see. Make a note of how you're feeling around certain people if you're not sure what direction you need to go in. Always about taking downtime. Spending some time with the person you love most, yourself. There you go. Getting off that grindstone. And sometimes dealing with love can just feel like a damn chore. You know, you got to wait on a phone call, got to fix a meal, some other bullshit. Don't forget to take some time for yourself. In the midst of all these changes and whatever going on, ask your spirit helpers for help and guidance. They are there for that reason. You call them spirit helpers, angels, fairies, goblins, whatever they are. Ask them for help. Taurus, I love you. I hope October is a big, fat, abundant love month for you. I hope it is for me too. Getting ready to do the rest of your reading. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.